Why is it so hot in here? Probably because I have a big light bulb staring in the face. Now my neighbors can hear me. What's up, guys? My hair just fell in my face. So rude. I spontaneously got a haircut. That's fun. Okay, so as you can see behind me, my bookshelf looks different. Unless this is your first video of mine that you're watching, then in that case, hello. Subscribe down below if you would like to. You don't have to, but if you would like to, that'd be great. This is what my bookshelf looks like now. Glorious rainbow. If you would like to see the full effect of the rainbow, click on my bookshelf tour video. Most people are very skeptical of the book Rainbow because they don't want to split up their series. They wonder if they'll get anxious about it, if it'll get cluttered too easily. I am here to help. I am here to argue both sides of the rainbow bookshelf argument, tell you the pros and the cons. Here we go. First pro, it's pretty, which sounds really shallow and stupid, but I mean, look at it. My bookshelves are white, and I would say most people have a neutral colored bookshelf. While I did love the colors before, I definitely love the colors now. It adds a lot of variety to the room, which I don't need a lot of that because my walls are turquoise, but it still looks really, really good. But the con to it looking this way is I think it's very easy for rainbow bookshelves to look kind of dark. With my other bookshelf, I had some black colors, and then I had some white colors, and then I had some bright and some dim, and it was a mixture, and the overall effect was very light and brightening. But I found with this, it was really easy to make everything look dark. I have a lot of these books, the Left Behind books, and like my Twilight books, like Martin by Brian Doyle. They're just very dark, and so when you mix a lot of those together, the overall effect can sometimes look kind of dark. But adding things like this, Air and Glorious Appearing, and then just light colors like Lil and the Boy Next Door, the Elite, even the white band on Martin, it just brightens everything up a lot, and you can definitely combat the darkness. And then of course you can put your dark colored books in one section if that's really something you're worried about, and just put your light colored books in the rainbow. We're gonna start with a con this time. Con number 2. Many people are worried about not being able to find their books. Really depends on how you memorize things. I remember what color my books are. If I want to go pick out Breaking Dawn, I know that it's on the black shelf because it has a black spine with a white chest piece. If I want to go pick out the Elite, I know it's on my red shelf. If you don't memorize colors that easily, then I don't think this is the organization method for you. Picture a book, a random book on your shelf right now. Just say you woke up and you're like, I really want to read The Fault in Our Stars today. Do you remember what color your Fault in Our Stars copy is? If you don't, then it might prove a little more difficult. But you can always inventory if you really want to. You can make a list and you can just mark off what shelf, what number over, like a library. Pro number 2, it's a lot easier to add more books. So this shelf behind me that I used to film, that I still film in front of, but the old way it was organized, I had all of my favorite books behind me. But the problem is, the more books I read, the more favorites I get. For example, my Divergent series is not complete because I read Insurgent on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical book, and my favorite shelf was full. So when I got Insurgent is a thick book. When I got that book, I was gonna have nowhere to put it. But now, when I get Insurgent, I just have to figure out how to fit it in the green section. So I can just move like these 2 books over, move those 2 books over, those 2 books over. You basically just have to move everything off of the end until it fits, which I think might sound a little tedious to you, but to me that sounds a lot easier than trying to fit an entire series together, because a series can be a very big block. Con number 3, I think a decent worry is that your bookshelf is going to look cluttered, because I think when you put series together, a lot of the levels are the same. Like, for example, all my Divergent books are the same height, so when I put them in a block together, they look very neat. But when you're organizing it by color, size, unless you have like an insane amount of books and you're only organizing books of a certain size, size kind of goes out the window. For one thing, this doesn't bother me too much, but for another thing, I did combat this with something that I learned through BookTube. When I used to organize my shelves before I started watching BookTube videos, I organized them like this. I used to just push all my books back against the wall so they were uneven like this. But if you do what I see a lot of people do on BookTube, and a lot of you probably do this too, just line them up with each other, make them the same length or width or whatever, neatly in a line. I think that makes it look a lot neater. At least I don't notice that the length is different. So that's how I make it look neat, and I like it that way. Okay, another con, I don't remember what con number I am. The struggle of where does this book go? There's this shelf over here. I'll insert a picture of it here because I don't want to move my camera, but I talked about this in my book tour video too. There's this really awkward transition between light blue and purple, and it looks awful. It doesn't look awful, okay, but I just am bugged by it. You know, you have to make a lot of decisions like, is this book white? Or is this really light blue? What would it look better in? Would it look better in the white section or the blue section? Because if I put it in the blue section, it might ruin the aesthetic of the blue section. But pro, it looks really nice once you figure it out, and then you have a sense of accomplishment. You're proud that you experimented enough to make this really beautiful rainbow, even though some books might not fit. Con number 6 or con number 7, I have the blandest shelf at the very bottom. I faded from black to silver to white, and my white shelf, because the shelves around my books are white too, looks so bland and boring. Ew. It's like color. What even is that? But I put like my piggy bank down there, and then I do have some color down there because I have some silver, and then books that I wasn't really sure where they would fit, I just put on the end of the white section, and it kind of boxes it in nicely. And then it draws also more attention to the books in the colored sections, so I think that's fun too. And then pro number 5, pro number 6, pro number 7. The good thing is you can change your bookshelf whenever you want. You can experiment however you want to. If you want to go rainbow for like a week, go rainbow and then go back to series, or go to genre, or organize it by size, you know, organize it by author, who cares? You can always change it. But I'm personally trying out this way for a while, and I'll let you know how it goes. If any of you guys have any more opinions to share on the subject, please comment them down below. If you're looking to reorganize your bookshelf soon, good luck to you. I hope you have fun doing it. I watched 3 bookish movies while I was doing this. I watched Mockingjay Part 2, half of Insurgent, and then I was done, and then I finished Insurgent, and then I watched Muriel and the Dying Girl. I'll see you guys later. Please subscribe down below if you're not subscribed already. Go check out Savannah's last video, which will be in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!